I'm one of the spiritual advisors of Orthodox Christian Fellowship at the University of Texas in Austin. And I suggested that we all go on a Real Break trip. Real Break is such a vital part of the OCF ministry. It offers the students an opportunity to live out the gospel in a way that they can't do from their university campus or in the classroom or even within their own church.
I usually spend spring break in Florida with my best friend, but I wanted to go to an orphanage and work with kids.
I wanted to experience something that I've never seen before within a community that I'm not used to.
And I wanted to learn more about the Orthodox faith other than just going to regular church services.
But every year we take 2 teams from OCF, and we really love to get all of you here. It's lots of fun.
And they give up their spring break, which is such an important part of a student's time to relax and maybe catch up.
Instead, they choose to come and serve God's children or other projects. I think that is the highlight of the project.
But they're offering it up to God as a tithe, if you will. They're offering it up as a way to say, let me become even more an Orthodox Christian, show an even greater love, and to give of myself in a way that I've never been able to before.
Yesterday when we came, we were greeted by all these kids.
There was just a huge line of kids waiting for us, and they just one by one walked and hugged us all.
They were like sticking to your legs and everything. It was cute.
I think once that happened, we were like, boom, this is it, we're at home. This is easy, and let's just have fun with it.
The Hogar is a home for orphans or abandoned children that was founded in 1857 by Don Rafael Ayau.
Since we accepted the orphanage about 12 years ago, we have received a little bit more than 1,000 children. We would receive all the children that were abandoned, the children who were lost. Any child that was found would come here.
It's an interesting place because all these kids are all like innocent and loving and open to you, and you barely even know them. You don't even know what they're saying half the time.
Even with the language barrier, that love is still evident, and I can still see that love that they have even for us, and they don't even know us.
They're these little kids who've gone through so much, and they're still strong, and they have so much faith in God.
When we started the orphanage, reopened the orphanage, we thought that it would be a great thing to have missionaries, Orthodox missionaries come. Because then the children will see that their family, their Orthodox family, is much bigger. It's not just 3 nuns or 4 nuns and some lay people that have become Orthodox. But it's very big, their family.
Many of the missionaries that come on the Real Break teams come again and sometimes again and again. And all of them help very much in a project. We always give them a specific project. Sometimes it's maintenance, sometimes it's painting. So the whole point here is that we had some water coming in, but it's been fixed, God willing. So we need to scrape that off and then paint all the narthex. And up here, too. See the columns? All right?
Madam Yvonne just gave us our job, and we are going to repaint the narthex.
Right now we are taping and scraping and getting ready to paint the entire narthex.
I'm taping up the windows to protect them from our future paint job.
We took all the icons down, covered all the major icons that we can't take down.
And it's going to look really good.
Not only are we going to a foreign place, but we're also foreign to one another, and yet somehow we come together and we create this amazing mosaic. Everybody's tile, everybody's personality fits in.
I mean, not only is it a service trip with an actual and real impact on the community where you're going, but it's also an opportunity to engage in your faith and spirituality as an Orthodox Christian and to explore that in the company of other students from all over the country.
I didn't think that I would have such a life-changing experience like as much as I did. Like these kids at the Hogar just taught me like so much about myself and to appreciate everything that I have.
And I was just amazed at how obedient these kids were and how they were just a family together.
I think the great thing about this Real Break is we're all coming from college, and we're all coming from such a maybe not sinful but just not a very clean place in general. And I think this place is kind of like a rewind button for all of us. It kind of just put us right back on the path of God and where we should be going, and it showed us a great example of innocence and love through the kids.
That innocence that they had and that faith that they had is something that I feel impacted me the most. So I'm going to try to take that innocence back home with me and try to spread that faith and the love in the same way that they showed me.
What I learned most over the OCF trip was that with love and faith in your heart, you can do anything. Because I saw Madre Inez and Madre Yvonne and all the love and faith that they have and everything that they've done for these children and for the orphanage and the monastery. And they've just done so much.
In Matthew chapter 25, we hear of our Lord coming at the Last Judgment. And he says, I was hungry and you fed me. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. You know, I was in prison and you visited me. I was naked and you clothed me. How often do we have an opportunity to really make a difference and to live this out? And when you go on Real Break, you make that difference.